Welcome everyone, live from the show floor on SBC Summit 2025 in Lisbon. I'm Fernando Not, Media Manager for SBC, and today I have the pleasure to be together with Edvardas Sadovskis, CPO for Iconic 21. Edvardas, how are you today?
Hi Fernando, very good.
Well, Iconic 21 has certainly been growing lately, so why don't you start by introducing who you are and what your highlight has been over the last few years?
Yeah, for those who don't know who is Iconic, we actually started our business about 4 years ago, and we started it with the live casino. So we are providing this product for aggregators, platforms, and operators. And biggest highlights, I would say, in the last years were that we changed our product vertical. So we added slots, we added RNG vertical as well, and we are actually right now expanding even more our portfolio. From the also biggest highlights, we expanded our studio recently in another country, and also we rebranded. So right now it's September, so actually we have a 1-year anniversary of rebranding. And since 1 year ago, basically we became Iconic. Previously we were Better Life. So with the rebranding, we actually changed our focus right now, and the focus is client-centric, basically. So that's the biggest highlight.
All right. So happy anniversary.
Thank you. Yeah.
Celebrating here in Lisbon. But of course, you work in a very competitive segment, the live casino provision or being a provider in the segment. So how do you manage to differentiate from the rest of the competition?
Actually, this is the part where rebranding needed to be done. Basically, we discussed with C-level teams that we need to stand out at some point, somehow different. One of the ways was to be responsible for everything what we do. So this is why we decided to rebrand and step out of the Better Group. And right now, our aim right now is to be a client-centric, as I mentioned, right? So it comes with the understanding of the client needs. We are not a provider that provides a lot of different products and just sells it to the clients. We're actually coming to the client asking what kind of business goals they have, what kind of business strategy they have, and we're trying to align what kind of products they would like to see in the alignment of the strategy. So this is really important for us, and it gave us a clear vision how our product needs to be changed. And we're also very flexible in that. So no matter what, in case we have important client requests for a product or for a feature or for some kind of solution, we are speaking with the client. We are actually changing our roadmap on the way. So we have, let's say, 40% of our roadmap, which is still solid and it's not changeable, and 60%, so even more than half, we allow for us to make this unexpected new lines. So this is the flexibility in terms of the relationship with the client and in terms of the product roadmap. Also, we are very fast doing this. So iGaming industry is changing quite fast, so we need to adapt very quickly. We cannot do this in any other way, so we need to adapt straight on the point. Some projects are following to our roadmap, for example, in a week or two, even since the day we start speaking about it, right? And it's actually, I'm really proud about it. The other way is when usually we are speaking about fast deliveries, a lot of people are mentioning that the quality probably is not so great because it's hard to have both in the brand. In our case, it's not like this. We have highly professional team. In every different department, we have people that are working in the iGaming industry for 10, 15, and even over 20 years. That allows us to understand how everything should be based, and allows us also to implement changes. Moreover, after rebranding, we had a lot of discussions, not only on the upper level, but also in the mid and lower levels, about who are we actually as a team and how we should work together, right? So we came up with certain rules, how we would like to work, what we would like to see from other team member, what we'd like to see from the clients. Like mutual respect, of course, is part of it. But the one thing what I'm proud of is how our team is doing the extra mile. In case of some important clients ask to do something, even non-working hours, our team is gathering. We're having the meetings in the evenings or in the weekends, and we're implementing this, And the success of it is that we are looking the same way, and we see the same business goals, not only as a C-level, but as a whole team. So this brings, and this actually creates us unique, and this is the reason why we see the success in the latest year, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. You can't have success without a good team, so it's great to hear you guys are doing okay with that. But speaking of product and solutions, why don't you take us through your product portfolio and what's coming in the roadmap over in the future?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, we started business with a live casino product. So we are covering all the classical casino games like roulettes, blackjack, baccarat, and etc. Then we started implementing the games that have some kind of unique features around the classical games. This is where Gravity Roulette, Gravity Blackjack was born. These are the games for the players who seek the higher wins, higher volatility. And we saw, that we saw the success behind this game. This is why we started exploring more games and adding more games to the Gravity series. So we have already a portfolio of a lot of Gravity series. So Gravity series is a pack of the game that comes with additional multiplier boosters that elevate players' winnings, right? Then we also implemented some kind of unique games. So this is also was one of the reasons how we need to stand out, because it's not enough nowadays to just bring the classical games or classical games with the multipliers. This is where we started experimenting even at some point, right? So we implemented the grand bonus feature for a blackjack baccarat game that was very successful. We created the live crash game. So the crash game, we have a lot of crash games in the industry, right? We are the one brand that has the unique product in the market. It's a Crash Live. It's a game show with the host, with a leaderboard in the studio. So it involves players be more engaged with the dealers. So a little bit more connection to the live. This is the aim what we are doing. Regarding live, we soon will be releasing our game show with the money wheel. This game will be called Gravity Wheel. It will be a little bit different than the rest of the game shows in the industry. It will be the quickest. It will also have the very high multipliers. And also we will be implementing the Gravity Poker game by the end of the year. So Gravity is expanding, and we are actually looking forward to this. From other verticals, we have RNG portfolio. So we have already 8 games developed as RNG, and we will be expanding this portfolio. We created a different stream of the developers and the product team that will be working on this. So by the end of this year, we will have 15 games ready, and we will be looking to deliver two games per month. Also regarding slots, since December, we launched the slots. I would say, have 2 different streams of the slots. One is more classical, another one is more experimental with a lot of different new features. As we are, let's say, young right now provider of slots, we still need to analyze the market, our clients' needs, and this is why we have 2 different streams. One supports classical, one experimental, let's say. Currently, we have 20 slots released, and our pace right now is 2 slots every month, and in a year we want to expand to 3 or 4 slots per month. Yeah.
Well, a couple of questions ago, you mentioned the importance of adapting yourself in a fast-changing industry. So one thing that changes a lot and shifts a lot is player behavior. So what shifts have you seen in player behavior over the recent time, and how have you adapted, or how do you work to adapt your product portfolio to those shifts?
It's a good question. So we actually analyze our games. It's a very good, from product-wise, it's a very good point that we have a lot of different games. So different games have different game scenarios, different mechanics, different payouts. So it allows us to track the data inside, and we see what players like more, what kind of games they tend to check, where they're spending more time. And this is exactly what indicates for us what's successful. However, our research goes beyond the iGaming. We also researching basically all the platforms, applications on the mobile devices, because right now it's about 95% of all mobile users are playing in iGaming in our products. So this is really important for us to understand what users' trends are happening on the mobile devices, right? So this is the simple example for you and me to understand how you are spending your time with your mobile device, right? So probably you have some experience with the social medias, and we are looking over there as well, how they're shifting the software, right? How they're shifting UI, UX. This helps us to identify how user right now tend to spend his time, what he's used to it. For example, the introduction of Reels, the stories, like very short content, allows for us to understand that right now user needs to have short content. We will have as a provider of games like a few seconds to get users' attention and to make him stay in the game, right? So this first few seconds, first impression is very important. Also, with this kind of stories, as example, this short content changes the emotions every 30 seconds to every minute. This also we need to implement in the game. So we need to change player emotion. This is what we are doing through the game scenarios, the gameplays as well. So basically all of that surrounds, and we implementing even from iGaming researchers and from non-iGaming researchers some kind of insights that help us to develop the software and scenarios of the games.
Well, Edvardas, it's been great to talk to you, and thank you for the insights. Happy anniversary again, and hopefully this year that comes is even better than the one that has gone by so far. So thank you very much.
Thank you, it was a pleasure.